Also, follow me on social media. Oh my god, I'm turning country again like in the last video. My true roots are showing. Today I'm just rocking the air dried hair look, and I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not messing with it. I don't have the patience. So this is what we're working with. I hope you don't mind. Hey everyone, it's Cassie. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you and welcome back. Today I want to share with you guys my everyday full coverage foundation routine. I use fairly minimal products and this routine is pretty simple. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I would absolutely love that. And yeah, let's get into it. So before we even start with foundation, it's important that you exfoliate your skin. I used my Laura Mercier face polish this morning, and then I did a little bit of dermaplaning. I do have a video about that, and I'll link it down below for you guys. So I did exfoliate my skin, I moisturized, I primed my skin, so now we are ready to start foundation. So I'm just going to get right into it. The first step is to do any sort of color correcting that you want to take care of before you apply your foundation. For me, I have redness that I like to cancel out along with my under eye circles. So I use this color correcting palette from Makeup Forever, and I use this burnt orange type color underneath my eyes first. So I'm just going to apply that. And I'm going to look crazy for a minute, but just bear with me. I promise it'll all come together. So the burnt orange color cancels out any gray or darkness underneath the eyes. And I combine that with this flesh tone color here just to turn it into more of like a salmon, peachy undertone color. And I just blend that in. And this really helps to cancel out a lot of the darkness underneath my eyes before I apply my concealer, just to really brighten up that area. So I love doing that first. And then the next thing is to take the green, whoops, that's purple. The next thing is to take the green color and I put that on any areas that are red. So, of course, a lot of females have redness around their nose, so I apply it there. I look absolutely crazy right now, but we're going with it. And then on the tip of my nose I get redness, and then I have this birthmark on my forehead that is red, so I just cover that up a little bit. And then a little bit on the chin. That is all that I really do for color correcting, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all in now. And I got a little bit on my eyeshadow there. And I'm just gonna, I use a beauty blender. You can use a brush, whatever you're comfortable with. I personally love the beauty blender. So that is my blending tool of choice. So I'm just gonna blend it all in before we get started with the foundation. Okay, so I have the color correcting all blended in now. For the most part, you can still kind of see it, but we're gonna cover that up. So next I'm going to apply my foundation, and I use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick. I absolutely love this foundation. And I'm just going to apply that on my face. And now we're going to blend it all out. But before I do that, and this is a really sad story because I actually dropped this right before filming this video and the cap broke. And a whole bunch of the product, this isn't cheap, the whole bunch of the product spilled out all over my floor, and I'm so sad. But anyway, I use an oil. This is the Core's Wild Rose oil. I don't know. It's just a face oil. I like doing that because I do have drier skin. I like applying an oil with my foundation just to give like a glowy, dewy look. That is totally optional, especially if you have oily skin. Skip that step. But for me, since I have drier skin and I love that dewy finish, this is what I'm going to do. So I just take the little dropper with the oil, and apply 3 drops to the cheek that I am blending in. And I just use the oil to blend in my foundation. Of course, go all the way down the neck. That's like rule number 1 of foundation. And then I just do the same thing on the other cheek, apply 3 dots and blend it in. And then I just use whatever's left and blend in the rest of my foundation on my forehead, down my nose, on my chin. And that's pretty much it for that part. And then I usually go over any areas. I do have hyperpigmentation. I have capillaries on my cheeks that show. So I just put a little bit there, and then I have veins on my temples. Just little areas like that. I just apply a little bit more foundation and blend it in just to cover up those areas a little bit more. Now it's time to work on those dark under eye circles that I personally have an issue with. So the concealer that I use and absolutely love is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. So I just apply that to my beauty blender, get a little bit on the tip there, and then I do a V shape underneath my eye just to brighten it up and conceal, and then I blend it out with the beauty blender. And then I take any extra that's on the sponge and just go over some of those areas that are red. So the next step that I like to do is cream contouring. I just like to do this because, like I said, my skin is dry, and I just love the way this gives a nice finish to the skin. So I just do that on my cheekbones, just to add some definition to my cheeks. And then my temples, and blend that in. And then I contour my nose a little bit. So just along each side of the bridge of the nose and a little bit on the tip. And then I go back and just blend a little bit more and make sure it's nice. And then of course, along my jawline I do a little bit. Okay, so that is all that I do for liquid and cream products. Now I'm going to set my face. And what I use is the Makeup Forever HD translucent powder. So I just take my beauty blender and dip the bottom of it in the powder, and I brush off a lot of the excess because I only want a little tiny bit, and I'm just going to dab it on my cheeks and set all of the areas that I want to be dry. So on my forehead I tend to crease because of my expression lines on my forehead. And then my chin, and that's pretty much it. I lightly dust the powder with Beauty Blender on my face, and that's it. I don't want to overdo it with powder products because, like I said, my skin is a little bit dry, and I like to have a dewy finish when I'm done. So next I'm going to set my under eyes, and I use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Again, I take my Beauty Blender, so I just apply this lightly underneath the eyes, and I find that it works wonderfully for me. So now a little trick that I do is I spray setting spray on my Beauty Blender, and I just press it on areas where I tend to crease and have expression lines. So underneath my eyes, along my forehead, right in my chin, and then along the sides of my nose. And that's pretty much it. Now, the next thing I do is apply bronzer. So the next thing I do is just apply my bronzer, blush, and highlight. I am going to do a different video on contouring and highlighting, so that is to come. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll be right back. So next I just take a large fluffy blending brush, and I blend down my neck, underneath my contour, and on my forehead. And that is pretty much it for that. The final step is to set everything. I use the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray. And that is all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really love that. Also, follow me on social media. Link it in the video and link it down below for you. And I will see you in my next video. I'm so excited for my channel and to interact with you guys. I've gotten so many amazing compliments, so many people interacting with me on Instagram and on my videos, and I just want to say that I really, truly appreciate it. I love interacting with you guys. This is my outlet that I enjoy every aspect of. I enjoy creating ideas for content, interacting with you guys, editing. All of it is just, it's amazing. It blows my mind, and I'm just so excited for my channel and for my videos to come, and I hope you guys are excited too. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!